Hi guys, today we are going to do practice strokes using a 3/4 inch flat, and I'm going to share with you how to get the cup of this rose. And it's a fun rose that people keep saying, show again how to make this happen. So this is what I'm going to use, multi-surface paint. All right, and it's folk art multi-surface. You're going to love, love, love using it. I'm going to use my one-stroke folk art one-stroke brushes. These are my value pack. There's 10 in a set. It's a really good price for under 20. I put out the paint and then I pound it to spread out, so I have lots of areas to pick up side loading. I have some floating medium, which is the fluff that's inside paint, folk art floating medium, that without any pigment. So we don't want to use water. We're going to go to that. And so we're doing wet on wet, and you'll see how fun this is. All right. So let's put this to the side and let's get going. All right. So I'm going to show you the loading process. That's real important. I've wet my brush. I've laid it on the paper towel and let the excess water run out. Then I want, if you look at this, I want at least 2/3 magenta, 1/3 wicker white or titanium white. Okay, now I'm going to go back and forth. If you're in your double loader, you just pick it up and then go in a separate spot like this and work it in. Okay, so I'm going back and forth and putting pressure to work it inside the bristles. Okay, inside the bristles. Now, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to, this is berry wine and I've got citrus green. I'm going to go right here and work in some berry wine into the magenta, because this is going to be inside the cup of the rose first thing. Okay, so now look what we're going to do here. I'm going to try to have the shadow not into this. So I want it really clear looking. All right, so I'm going to take, oh, this is dry. I'm going to get some floating medium and then work that in. And don't get floating medium very often, just every once in a while. So I want you to see. All right, then I'm going to come around and make this cup area right in here. Okay. Now, what's going to happen from here is what makes the difference. Now, that's the only time I'm going to get the berry wine. The rest of the time, I'm going to keep this right here so you can see I work in more white. That's mostly what we need is white. So now I'm going to chisel down here. See how I come right here and come down. And then we come over here. So we're touching that edge and we're coming down. All right. So it goes from what's back here, because we want to make this cup. So I can just pat, 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 pat down like that. 1, pick up white, 2, 3, 4. So I'm making that edge on here. So this should slide down, and then come across. I did that a couple different ways so you could see. Now see, I keep coming over here to the white. And what we're going to do now is come here again, but come out a little bit more. Okay, now you don't see it over here. Let's see, I get a little bit more. Pick up over here, lay the white out and come across. I want you a little bit closer without it getting blurry. White, lay the white and come across. I want to try to keep this down here. There we go. All right. So what I want to do is decide how big I want this. So I'm going to come here. So look, the white goes down, out, and up. Just watch that white. Over here, I'm going to just come around here like this and just leave some of these strokes. Just push, pull. Just really loose, not too detailed. If I want it brighter white, because we're on a light surface, I can come in here and just tap, tap. All right, practice that. Just lay that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap. All right, really loose. Now you don't have to have that as big, but it's kind of nice to have it like that. All right, so then I can come right in here, push down, pull, pull, across, 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 across. Okay, so now I can be up on the chisel. See these little lines? Line, I'm pulling. Watch the pink. The pink's in there. I pull the white. I pull the white. We just do layers in there. And if I don't like something, I can look at this. I can go right back over that layer and put that in there. So you can lean the white out. Watch. Out, out. Then I can come across, across. Let's just go back over this, over this. So I want you to try really loose, really, really loose. Okay. And then all we're going to do from this point is I can come right in here and get the citrus green and white. Okay. And I can take and chop, 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 chop. And I'm going to go over the other side. I'm going to do the other side again. Right here. Okay, little short chops across to get to that leaf. All right, let's do it again. Chop, 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 chop. And see, as I push hard, I get the pink. Push, push. Now I want that white on the edge. Push, 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 and then to the point. So it looks like I worked really hard to get that shading, and you see that it was just really quick. All right, go back over that again. So anything you're unhappy with one stroke, you just pick up more paint. I'm going to come over here, more paint, and go back in there. More paint and go back in there. All right. I can also push and stand up. But now look what happens. I'm going to get some white and I'm going to put the pink down. So push and stand up. See that pretty shading you get? Push, push. So you're loosely just pushing on, pressure on this brush. Pressure, 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 pressure. Now you can do this. It's really simple if you're careful about how you lay these strokes. And you pull your stem in. Okay, so now all I do to finish this up is I take the corner of the brush and I'm tap, 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 tap. Some depth in there. All right, and I flip the brush over, dip it into white. Now I've done every bit of this with this 3/4 inch brush. Okay, you put a little bit in here, but you're really not going to see the center of this one too much. But you can add that in there if it makes you happy, because we don't have the depth in here, but we can put a little bit of the berry wine in there to give you some depth. Okay, there we go. I'm going to sign it and we're done. And I'll share it. And I would love to see you practice and show us some of those strokes as you're practicing it. some of these roses that you come up with the 3/4. Now, what I tell you to do is start and stop my video, start and stop my video. Watch it completely through once. Go and practice what you think I'm doing, then go through it again, and then watch part of it, freeze it, get to that section, freeze it. Same thing with the leaves, okay? All right, that's your challenge. Have a good week of doing homework till next Friday and sharing it on our Facebook group, Donna Dewberry's official One Stroke group on Facebook. Thank you very much. And all these brushes are on onestroke.com, all spelled out. Super deals on onestroke.com. Go check them out. Thank you.